newspaper headlines. My name is Ifeimi Andrew. We begin with what we have on the Vanguard this morning. Interesting headlines here. This one says, again, PDP shifts neck meeting for Ondo Guba. Buy petrol at 1,000 naira per litre, CNG at 200 naira. Tinubu tells Nigerians. If you look at that, you see that Nigerian motorists can buy petrol at 1,000 naira per litre or equivalent gas per standard cubic meter at 200 naira. So if you want to go for CNG, 200 naira per litre. All I would say about this is, fantastic as it is, remember, we were also supposed to buy gas cheaper than we were supposed to buy kerosene when we were moving from kerosene to gas. We hope that the government gets it right, because if it does, that will be fantastic. And secondly, is this a pointer that you should not expect the price of petrol to come down in this country ever again? Is this the hint? Because for some people, we're still hopeful that if the refineries are working, this price of petrol could come down to at least 500, 600, even if we do not go back to the good old days of 80 something or 120 naira. At least we can do that. That would be the thought. And I've said multiple times that if that's what you are thinking, then you are very wrong, because that's not what I think would happen. But my thoughts don't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm just saying, don't call me a prophet of doom. But that's the headline on the Vanguard. Go and find out the details. On ending grid collapses threaten survival of businesses. OPS. Read about that one too on the Vanguard newspaper. Bobrisky spends night in police custody. Libya versus Nigeria. CAF president condemns Super Eagles' inhumane treatment. All of those headlines are on the Vanguard this morning. 0817-923-0007. 0817-923-0007. You can also call 0817-923-0003 to join the conversation. Don't forget, we're streaming live on Facebook, so join us at Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. That's the Facebook handle. Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. Let's quickly get onto the phone lines now. 0817-923-0007. 0817-923-0003. I'm sure you were part of the listen to the news. If you missed it, some of the interesting headlines from the news: police arrest 4 suspects over missing core member in Rivers State. Resurfaced court killings in Ekpeye Kingdom stirs concerns. I mean, we've heard these reports like 2 days straight now. PDP governors, leaders met in Abuja met in Abuja on Tuesday. I'm sure the conversations around the neck that they're supposed to have, that was supposed to be tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken. Although a headline from the Vanguard is saying that, well, they have shifted that meeting for the Ondo Guba election. So let's wait and see what happens there. 0817-923-0007. Tell us your name, where you're calling from, and go straight to the point. Good morning, Nigeria Info.
Yeah, good morning, my brother. My name is Goodman. I'm calling from my Port Harcourt.
All right, go on.
Thank you. 1,000 naira for fuel per liter and CNG 200 per kilogram. If you want to use CNG, I think that it is a deliberate act to increase the petrol price so that people can go for the CNG vehicles. But they have refused to consider that you don't use gas to light your house. You don't use gas to do barbing salon. You don't use gas to power electric in your house. The idea for me is not a welcome idea. However, let us see how it goes. But what is not good is not good. But finally, the Commissioner for Environment has said that he dissolved all task force for the people to be problem Obiakpo and Falga. But The one in Obiapo around Rumola, it is becoming unbecoming. They come today like Obiapo people. They come tomorrow like River State Task Force. They empower people start to just start go there, 70,000, 120,000 for just cause. And before you talk, they beat you up and pack your cars, and there is dump just close there in Rumola there. What is the government doing? Is it by fucking? Why not speak to action and arrest those criminals? My name is Goodness from Port Harcourt.
All right, good news. Thank you very much. Remember 0817-923-0002, 0817-923-0003. We are also on X at Nigeria Info PH, so you can drop your comments on X. We'll be taking those comments on X shortly. While we wait on those, someone says troops destroy 32 illegal refineries, recover 250,000 liters of stolen crude in Niger Delta. They should also use the same strength to tell federal government to fix our refinery. This is on X at skillful_Piro. You sent that one on X. So you could get to X as well in the tweet at us. We would respond. I don't know if I should say X at us. When it was Twitter, you would say tweet at us, right? Now that it is X, what do you say? X at us? On WhatsApp, Big King says CNG gas Tinubu saying Nigerians to buy at 200 naira. Is it not the one that is exploding people's cars? Well, they say that that one we saw was something that was not done by a professional, and the materials that unprofessional person that what's the word, quack used were substandard. So it was why you got what you got. Yes, there are certain laws of physics about how these things work and how gas even operates, but they have assured us that it is heat is not what is causing any explosion, because the materials used to contain the gas are well built, and so we shouldn't be worried about pressure or any of those things. Please don't call the WhatsApp number. Thank you. The president should be very careful with his policies on Nigerians. Another message on WhatsApp. Christian Williams, the high increase of insecurity in parts of the state is seriously becoming a thing of concern. Police should re-strategize and stop this. Christian Williams, that is from you. The PDP is romance. Okay, good morning. Patrick Amadi says, PDP governors met yesterday in Abuja. What I want to urge them to do is that they keep interest aside and think about how to restore peace in their party. This PDP is romancing with the devil and hoping to live in peace. The decision to destroy the party has been taken by desperate anarchists within the party. Let them take a stand and rebuild the party. Tony Ogbe from Boni. Lorenzo Delight says security agencies within Andoni should make sure that the NYSC member is released. The views of Mr. President clear shows that they deliberately increased the price of petrol to enable people move to CNG, but they didn't consider its safety. Ogo General Justice says, where are CNG stations in the states, towns, and communities that Tinubu is giving that directive? Ogo General Justice. That's another critical thing. That's why, just like kerosene, it will be going side by side until eventually we do not have too much fuel, and then we begin to have more CNG points, and then we begin to, use CNG more than we use petrol. Other chief and political class should address the killings in their area because it is not a good one. Weike Ordinaka, that one is coming in from you. 0817-923-0007. If you're trying to get to us using the phone lines and you're experiencing any difficulties, we apologize. It's just some issues with the service provider, but it's been sorted. You can also call 0817-923-0002. Someone says, good morning. Stephen Igbike from Roboko. On the call member that is missing, it's a pity. We pray it doesn't become a business, because killing now is nothing in Nigeria. It's really sad. Why would anybody go abduct a core member? If that's the case, please, he should be released, or she should be released. Laments on spate of resurfacing cult killing in Ekbaya land. My worry is that our people seem to be good at lip service only when things go wrong, but will not employ preventive measures. Let us for once do less talks and more orientation. Susie from Erema. In Eche, Lugard is on the line. Good morning, Lugard.
Yeah, Andrew, greetings from Eche to you.
Go on.
Yes, I want to comment on the National Union of Road Transport Workers congratulating Gift to Kerry for his emergence as council chairman of Foyibo. It's a good one. You see, I have told you time without number that this crop of local government chairmen that emerged this time around is the best thing that have happened to Rivers State. Take a look on the emergence of Osodem Mamwafo in Eche. Since his victory, even up to today, people of Eche are still in a joyful mood over the emergence of Dr. Osodem Mamwafo. Is a round peg in a round hole. Among the contestants, Osodem Mamwafo remains the best. And the best have emerged for Eche people. You will watch and see the massive development of Eche land by this young man called Osodem Mamwafo. That has been tested, tried, and is good to go. Because he has worked with the leaders that developed Eche. He was PA to Chief Premuzi, and also he worked with Okamadi. Look at it. You take a look on what Okamadi and Ifremuzi did in the chair perfectly well. So Osodem Mamwafo will not be exceptional. He will perform creditably well. I want to give kudos to leader of the movement in the chair, Chief Ambrose Tibokwemuzi, for making it easy for us. Because we talked about zoning formula, and the Tibokwemuzi stood on zoning formula that it must come to Constituency 1, and it happened like that. I want to also say the governor should also be commended for allowing a level playing field that allowed in the conduct of that election.
Thank you very much.
Kudos to the governor.
Thank you, Lugard. Unfortunately, you can't get finally. You already exhausted the time. 0817-923-0003. You can also call 0817-923-0007 on WhatsApp or Facebook. I beg your pardon. PDP governors met yesterday in Abuja. For me, I would advise them to take a solid stand and flush out the evil ones amongst them. Obia Junwa, thank God. King Boy says, PDP Abuja meeting postponed for under election. This is great. Mustafa says, President Tinubu Nigerians to buy CNG 200 and petrol 1,000 naira. This shows that our leaders have no plan to fix our refineries in the near future. Becca Menigbo says, good to read that Dangote Refinery has received the crude from NNPC Limited. Federal government should ensure that citizens get value for their money. Gift instances, police should, that moved really fast. Okay, police should swing into action by fishing out perpetrators of the heinous crime in Aoda East local government area. Okudili says, Tinubu tells Nigerians to buy petrol at 1,000 naira, CNG at 200 naira. That means that there's no hope for petrol to come down in price in this country again. Which way, Nigeria? Thank God, Obiajunwa says, PDP governors may say, okay, I think we already took this one, Obiajunwa, so we can't go there again. Patrick in Eche, good morning.
Yes.
Good morning, Patrick. Unfortunately, we can't hear you clearly, Patrick. Patrick, can you please maybe move around, change your location or something? We can barely hear what you're saying. Let's move on to Stanley. Stanley's in Lelewa. Sorry, Patrick, we have to move on. Stanley,
yes,
good morning. Yes.
Yes, I want to talk about the PDP governors meeting yesterday. And them, the fashion lawyer to Bauchi State Governor, approaching the Zamfara State High Court for a court to remove Damagu. You feel me? A few days ago, or was it last week, the governor of Rivers State, who is also part of Bauchi State, that went to that court yesterday, was lamenting about conflicting court judgments, you know. So, to me, I was expecting them to go to appeal court if they want to vacate that order, which Damagu got from a federal high court in Abuja, instead of going back to a court of the same jurisdiction. Why going back to a federal high court in Zamfara State? You see, this is the reason why we are not seeing any development in Rivers State. I've not seen any governor in this country who did well, who is after politics in first tenure. I expect him to focus on governance instead of going to Abuja every day to talk about structure, instead of focusing on governance. Some days ago, he was complaining that the project he's doing in Okreka, that they are not doing anything. Why would he expect them to do anything? When he's not visiting those project sites? He's after structure every day, talking about structure. He should focus on governance.
All right, Stanley, thank you.
Focus on governance and leave politics alone.
All right, thank you very much, Stanley. 0817-923-0003. Tell us your name and where you're calling from, please. Good morning. Hello, tell us your name and where you're calling from, please.
Yes, I can. Calling from Mugumi.
All right, go on.
You see me, I don't know how many depots or stations of CNG that Mr. President has provided for the states in the nation that he will give us the instruction to either go for it or buy fuel in the price of 1,000 naira. No wonder these people have been frustrating Dangote's refinery. This is to tell you that for them to be huddling and be standing fit to handle our ministry or minister of petroleum is to only focus on the crude oil and the oil and gas sector in this country. Imagine what Mr. President is telling the nations. That means we should go to hell. It's very, very unfortunate, Mr. Ifeami. Quite unfortunate. Thank you very much. That's okay.
All right. Good morning, Nigeria Info.
Good morning, Ifeami Andrew.
All right. Good morning. Unfortunately, there's a beep in the background. We have to interrupt you. There's a beep in the background, a serious beep, so we couldn't continue with the call. Good morning, Nigeria Info.
Yeah, Andrew, good morning, sir.
All right, good morning.
Yes, Mrs. Uche Ken, I'm calling from Eche.
All right, go on.
You can buy petrol at 1K, says our own president. President, with due respect, I disagree with you. This is not heavy for anybody except those of you over there. This is not heavy for us. Everything is skyrocketing. Buy fuel at 1K from 400 naira under Buhari, from 500 naira under Buhari. We can buy 1,000 naira per liter. What about those of us that are yet to find work or find job, and we are still driving cars? We should go and steal? No, sir. The thing is affecting the commodities in the market. We can't get food as easy as possible. Please, you can still do something because you are still the chief pilot. You are piloting the affairs of the country. You can do even more than you have done this morning. Bala Mohammed and Sim Kubara had their own meeting yesterday. I think this set of people will soon get tired. They are all doing meeting here and there. The other day, Governor still latches on the judges over conflicting judgment. Today, we teach High Court judgment will give a ruling or judgment. Governor still will still go back to the same court to obtain his own. Is it not conflicting the whole thing?
All right, we have to go now. We have a commercial coming out. Thank you very much, Uche Ken, but we have a commercial coming now. We have to go. Thank you very much. Good morning.
Nigeria Info. We'll be right back. To repair your phone, no supposed to give you